Hi everyone, it's Heidi with the Usborne Experience. I was so excited to get this book in and to show you that I'm doing it on my kitchen floor, no makeup, my kids in the background, doesn't even matter. Because as a science teacher for the last 16 years, this book is sensational. We just got in our Usborne Lift the Flap measuring things. We have lift the flap colors and numbers, shapes, first math, first words. This one is for our older kids, and this is really exciting to me. That just dropped out because I opened it as a teacher. So it starts out easy with talking about measuring precisely, talking about heaviest and longer, and measuring words. I've got exactly 1 quart of water. Sploosh, at least I did. How cute is that? This snake is exactly 1 foot long. This snake is twice as long, so that's 2 feet long. So it starts really basic. Then it gets into how long. So we talk about how long something is. It's taller than me. Using the right unit means the numbers don't get too big. My garden is 20 feet long. You probably wouldn't measure it in inches. And this is exactly what we teach in the classroom, using proper units to explain something. And this is where it starts getting exciting. So there is a pop-out ruler here for your kids to measure the items on the page. And it even has like little red lines to help them measure. And they learn how to put the ruler on, and there's inches, and on the other side, there's centimeters, just like they're gonna be doing in the classroom. So this is great as a homework helper for homeschooling. So how wide is this apple to the nearest inch? It says chomp, 2 inches. They measure this flower. How much taller is the big plant than the little plant? So they're even comparing the two, and this little snail tells them the answer. Look at that, and it shows them how to line up the ruler. This page is so exciting to me, showing them the proper way to measure. This is going to be a really, really fun book. Look at this inchworm. This worm is too wiggly to measure with a ruler, but lift the flap and you can measure it stretched out. Don't go doing that to worms. Then we get into flat shapes, and we're talking about perimeter. Look how cool! And now it's 3-dimensional. Look at this. You want to see? See, it's a playground. Yeah! There are 3 squares in total. Yeah, we go to the playground in the car. So the area is 3 inches squared. Not today, we'll go another day. We went yesterday. Each corner of a square is a quarter turn, or 90 degrees, or a right angle. We're getting into angles. Look at that protractor. We talk about volume. It even talks about water displacement and how to measure volume with water displacement. How great is that? It's talking about fluid ounces, and it's showing you comparisons. It even gets into cubic inches, which is sometimes really difficult for my students to understand. When you start getting into squares and cubes, and this book is going to be really, really helpful with that. Now we're going into measuring mass. It talks about the difference between weight and mass. Again, concepts they really need to know, and it talks about gravity. And it talks about how to measure with all the different types of scales. Look at this one. Springs. It talks about that these work with spring scales. And then there's electronic scales and balances. These are look how fun this is. What's the mass of these carrots? So cool. Carrots. It gets into time. Look at that. The time it takes to climb a mountain. Oh gosh, my whole entire life. I made it in 3 hours. So it's saying how certain things should be measured in seconds, certain things in minutes, certain things in hours. How fast are they going to by the distance in feet, by the time in seconds? And we get into, whoa, crash. Crash in the background. Thank you. It gets into speed.
Sorry about that, everybody.
How fun. This is what happens when you just turn on the video and go for it. With 2 small children awake. Chaos. Seriously.
Bye.
Hi.
Hey, let's see. I see, Mama.
There.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, now you can see.
Sorry about that.
Then how hot it gets in the
Jersey
temperature
duck.
scale. And it shows you different temperatures along the way to the coldest temperature in a place where people live. It talks about body temperature. It even goes into absolute zero. How awesome is that? It talks about heat energy and how it makes molecules move faster. Oh, look at all the different temperature scales and all the different dudes that made each scale. This is science and math and data at its finest. And this is why you should buy the book, if nothing else. The metric system. Our students have a tough time with the metric system. And look, it shows you all the way from nano to micro to milli, and it tells you like what you would measure with each of those prefixes. Centi, and then it goes into the bigger ones of kilo, mega, giga, go ahead, tera. What an awesome book. I'll help you in 1 minute. And then there's a measuring challenge with fun games. Oh, this book, I tell you, all of this for $14.99.
99.
19. Crazy.
99.
Oh, we love to go eat at the 99. You're right. This book is a sensational school helper. As a math and science teacher for half of my existence, I'm telling you that this book is going to take your students out of the textbook and is really going to bring those sometimes scary, challenging math concepts to life. I'm Heidi with the Usborne Experience. You can get this brand new release and more at theusborneexperience.com. Thanks.